Alright, so, this was just about right after Christmas. A few days after Christmas. We'd had a little visitor in this house, and...
You gotta talk about the house.
That's what I'm talking about. We had a little visitor, the mouse, and we'd laid some poison out, and he died. We could smell him for a few days. It was only upstairs. And I said, Jeremy, I think he's in our storage room upstairs. And he went in, and he was smelling for about 3 weeks, and we couldn't find this thing. And before this incident happened, I had sent him over there, and I said, go over there and see if you just can't move some boxes around and see if you can't find him. And he says, oh, I don't see anything. So, a few days ago, I was upstairs straightening things up, just getting things in order, getting ready to put the Christmas tree down. And I luckily had shoes on, and I wasn't watching where I was stepping, and I took a step, and I stepped on something. And I lifted my slipper up, and there was the dead mouse. And at that moment, the vomit started coming up in my throat, and I was like, I tried to scream at the same time. So when I screamed, it came out as a Jeremy! And it's like this gurgling, horrible sound. And I started screaming, Jeremy! And I'm screaming, and you would think, if your wife is screaming, you would come running and say, dear, what's wrong? What's the matter? Do I need to save you? No, he yells from the bottom of the stairs, goes, what do you want? And I screamed, I found the mouse! And he goes, and I'm not joking, well, is it dead? We'd smelled it for 2 weeks. I said, I believe so, it's flat. What do you think? I mean, the little sucker was flat. So, I tell him to get up here because I can't even look at it after I stepped on it. So he comes up, and he takes it and disposes of it. And I run into the bedroom where I'd had a trash bag where I was throwing trash away. And I threw up in the trash bag. And normally nothing like that makes me sick, but it was just the fact that I stepped on it, and it was the shock of it. So, that's one funny thing that happened. Now, the next funny thing that happened, I swear, all women must deal with this with their husbands sooner or later. Okay, so we had some visitors passing through, and they were here, and Jeremy was going out to their truck to help Damon find something. And Jeremy says, oh, wait a minute, let me get my flashlight. I know right where it is. Now, he says that he knows right where it is. Right after he says it, he looks at me, and he says, honey, where's my flashlight? I said, you just said you knew where it was. And I said, I don't know. You're the one who said you knew where it was. And I'm like, why did he do that? It was like his brain was saying something, his mouth was saying this, but then his mind, before he finished the sentence, thought, oh crap, I don't know where it is. So, then the other thing that happened that same night was Jeremy was sitting here on the computer, and Damon was sitting here, and they were playing this online video game. And it's like some kind of war game. And Jeremy was figuring out how to shoot his gun and everything. And I'm not joking. He looks at Damon and says, dude, would you go and stand in front of me so I can practice my shooting my gun so I can get better? And this thought come in my head when he said that. Stand in front of me so I can shoot you, so I can practice shooting my gun. I thought, and I seriously said this, I said, do you think that's what Dick Cheney said before he shot the guy in the face when they were quail hunting? So that's our funny moments. I couldn't resist. I had to share, because obviously we're not all serious, and but I promised my friends I would make a little video of the funny things that have happened, because everybody's been wondering about the mouse thing, wondering what happened after I found it, and then of course this stuff happened. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I guess Jeremy's going to take over now, and we see you later.